All right, everyone, welcome back to the program. Yes, we are still celebrating International Women's Day right here in our morning show. We're going to continue to talk about women's role in tourism. Now, we're going to talk about women's role in the tourism industry. But I will ask my colleague first, my beautiful and one and only Marisa Anita, who's studied before in tourism.
Yes, I studied tourism.
Right. So what do you see the woman's role in this industry?
Well, I mean, when I was studying, I felt that tourism is such a natural world for women because, you know, it's like our nature, we nurture, we give care.
We are hospitable, right?
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. It's very natural for us to be those.
Yes.
So tourism is such a natural industry, but I am shocked very recently, Carol, because our colleague Aditya mentioned to me, and he found this data, that there's actually this massive pay gap in the tourism industry for women. So it's around 30%. And I was like,
that's huge.
That is massive. And yet, we women, I think we dominate. I mean, there are more numbers of women working in tourism than men. Why is this happening, right? And that's why we're talking to our wonderful, strong, and competent woman today, Laras, Laksi, right?
I know, love Hi. Yeah, we're going to talk about women in tourism. Of course, you're a Women in Tourism Indonesia co-founder. By the way, you were just mentioning about tourism and the pay gap.
Yes.
Basically, usually the ambassador in like tourism is all women, by the way.
There you go.
I'm saying that. I'm just saying that. I'm putting that down.
We're doing a lot of the work, right?
Yes. But then again, all right, well, let's talk about this. First of all, we asked our previous guests before what women or what does women mean to you. So we're going to ask the same question to you.
So woman for me, it is how we are culturally can define the cultural boundaries that we have. So that's why me and my friends as well as a woman want to embrace women, what they actually do, notable changes that they do in the tourism industry. So we want to celebrate that they actually matters in this industry. So
it is. And you wonderfully with your team founded Women in Tourism in Indonesia. This is an NGO that you founded back in 2019 to try to tackle some of the problems that women go through in the tourism industry. What are the shocking findings that you and your team think, okay guys, we need to fix this?
So as Marisa had told us before, so the thing is that the majority of the tourism labor force are women. And the thing is that there's still a pay disparities for about 30%, which is actually much more than in the broader economic, which make up into like 13%. It's more than that, it's 30%. But the thing is that it means that women do not actually receive associated benefit for being the majority. And then we have to dig deeper about it. And then we actually found out that the countries in the Asia and also the Pacific regions countries, and ultimately Indonesia, we have to culturally have this restrictive gender norms in a way that we have to take care of the family, we have to take care of the children. The thing is that we do not actually earn as a main, but instead we earn as a supplementary. So they only make up about like 12% in the leadership. So that's why the pay disparity actually happens. So
there is an assumption.
Yeah.
Almost like a cultural assumption that the money that you're making is actually not the main, it's just an extra. And that's the way we see you and your work. It's just an extra. That's why managerial positions are never on offer. Well, not never, but you know, like mostly not on offer. What other problems do women face in tourism industry that you're trying to tackle? Fix this.
The thing is that most of the time when we talk with our communities, they do not actually have the confidence in them, like whether I can actually do it or not, whether I can actually lead or something like that. I have to take care of my children. How can you actually find a stable time to work? And then based on that, we create a forum in which like a Women in Tourism Indonesia talk, Women in Tourism Indonesia discussion, Women in Tourism Indonesia camp. So they can actually talk about their challenges. So yes, we naturally can nurture our family, but instead of making it as a challenge, how are we gonna tackle and have the solution in it?
So be a solution maker, right? A woman that makes a solution maker also.
Yeah.
I mean, in regards to this, your organization, Women in Tourism Indonesia, what kind of initiative and programs? I mean, you were just saying before there, you giving this safe haven, like a safety space for them to cater, you know, what they have to go on through. But what other initiatives and programs that can accelerate them to go that extra mile that you can do this?
So the thing is that we recently collaborate with the financial institution. So far we have empowered around 800 women that are actually having ultra micro small businesses, and we plan to continue to empower the same more 800 women so they can actually scale up their businesses. And then other than that, in the education, Indonesia specifically, there's only 0.3% of gender infused curriculum in it. So we want to excel that, and we want to nurture the students in the industry. Why? Because again, the supply chains, it has to be sustainable. It has to be more than the output. Women are always taught that, you know, like they make as a decision maker to buy something. They are the one who actually buy more in the family. So they want to promote the tourism industry as it is. But the thing is that the supply chain is not actually sustainable if we continue it this way. So yeah.
When you talk about integrating this knowledge, equality, or gender equality, and the importance and the benefits, actually, we're talking about money as well, guys. If you invest in women, you know, you're actually creating more profit and also more well-being for everybody, not only a certain group of people. So how, like, draw us a picture, how can we integrate this knowledge into the curriculum so it just becomes common knowledge that people will automatically do in a society?
So the thing is that for the gender curricula infused in the tourism industry, so we have this, for example, project management, but it has to be gender infused, like how women can actually have the equal pay in it, how they can be leaders in it. There is a leadership specifically about women, and how men actually support them to be leaders. And then also for the gender infused curriculum, we also have to talk about the gender bias. For example, if we are enrolled in a workspace and then we are interviewed by the HR, and then, oh, you are a woman, how many children that you have? 3 children. So this woman cannot be flexible in the workspace.
It's always like that.
How do you know, though? Look at you, Carol. 3 babies, 3 children.
Right.
You're like a very productive businesswoman, a very productive presenter,
Thank you for that.
communications person. I mean,
Thank you.
says who? Having 3 children, you cannot run the world.
There's always that assumption.
That's right. And sometimes people have to see through their journey, right? I went through a journey where it's not easy to get where I am today, you know, and like you have to justify yourself more than my male counterpart colleagues who might have 3 kids and it would just easily, you know, gone that path and would not meet the challenge that I have to meet because I'm a woman and because I'm married, because I had 1 baby, 2 babies, and 3 babies.
3 babies.
At the end of the day. So how can we break the norm? How can we break that stigma? I mean,
Or
for
the bias.
Yes, from the woman itself. Sometimes it comes from them, that you were saying, that lack of confidence from themselves.
So the thing is that aside from the awareness, of course, there should be a policy that are talking about this. The system that we create, it's not based on the male gaze. It has to be from the woman's side as well. So it is important to actually have the policy that are talking about it, like how to actually eliminate the challenge from the woman in the workspace, provide a childcare space for them, or maybe like simply in the tourism destination they should have the nursing room, and then it's actually accessible for women as well to actually, you know, like bring the babies in the tourism destination, and it has to coming from the policy, but we do not have it yet. So
well, we're gonna have it real soon. And, just one quick question. Because you're from Women in Tourism Indonesia as an NGO, I assume that you will have a lot of seminars or webinars. How can women tune into your discussion?
Just go to the Instagram as womantourism.id. There's always news about it.
Thank you so much, Laras. That was wonderful. Best of luck with your
Thank
goals.
you.
Happy International Women's Day, by the way.
Happy International Women's Day for you too.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Another discussion with another woman, but this time we're going to zero in on fashion, and that's why Carol is going to be on standby talking about it, because this is one of her fields. Yes, she can do it all. Stay with us.
Thank you for commercializing me. I love that.